Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Swiss. It's time for the NBA Finals. I know we kind of all forgot that the NBA is still going on because of this big gap, but we got one more series, and it's the big one. Dallas-Boston, obviously. Gonna go through game one in this video. We got two live shows scheduled for Thursday. 11:30 a.m. Eastern time will be a short one. There's only 3-day MLB games. So we're gonna go live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time and just go through the 3-day games. Then at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, we'll be back to do NBA, WNBA, and the night MLB games. So 2 live shows for Thursday. Dallas-Boston game 1. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Swiss. The Swiss. Hey, get the Swiss.
All right, it's game 1. Dallas is on the road in Boston for this one. Celtics laying 6.5 points at home, total sitting at 214.5. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we should see a 6-point Celtics win. Final score 113-107 Boston. Injuries and inactives, and we'll start with Dallas. And Luka Doncic actually is on the report. He's listed as probable, though, and we all know Luka Doncic is going to play. So Dallas should be at full strength for this one. And on the Boston side, nobody. And the big name that we're looking at here is Kristaps Porzingis is back. He missed pretty much all of these playoffs. So Porzingis back in the lineup, not even listed as questionable. Porzingis is good to go. All right, so let's match these two teams up. And what better place to start than by taking a look at their 2 matchups this season. They played twice. January 22nd was in Dallas. The Celtics got that win, 119-110. Then they played again on March 1st in Boston. Celtics won comfortably, 138-110. So 2 matchups on the season, 2 Boston wins, 2 Boston covers. Now, I will say it's probably a good thing that this game's starting in Boston, because a good thing for Dallas, because the Mavs have been great on the road. In these playoffs, they're 7-2 on the road. They're 4th in offensive rating, 4th in defensive rating. That's out of the 16 playoff teams. So the Mavs have been very good on the road. They won all 3 of their road games in Minnesota in this last series. And on the Celtics side, at home in Boston is the only place we've seen the Celtics lose playoff games this year. They're 6-2 at home. They're a perfect, 6-0? They're a perfect 6-0 on the road, 6-2 at home. So the Celtics, we've seen them get beat in the playoffs at home so far this year. Now, as far as a matchup perspective goes, I do have to say I'm a little worried about the Mavs defense here. And they played pretty well, the Mavs defense, but this Celtics team, you could say arguably the best 3-point shooting team we've ever seen, maybe. I mean, on the season, they're 1st in 3-point frequency, 2nd in 3-point efficiency. So they take more threes than any other team in the NBA and hit them at the 2nd highest rate, which is crazy. And in the playoffs, they're 1st in both. So this team, as we know, just lives and dies by the 3 ball, and no one seems to be able to stop it. And defending the 3-point shot just hasn't been a strength for the Mavs this year. On the season, they're 14th in frequency, 19th in efficiency. So it's pretty much an average 3-point defense. In the playoffs, 7th and 9th. That's out of 16 playoff teams. So this Dallas team is a pretty average 3-point defense, both in the regular season and in the playoffs. And if you look at their opponents so far in these playoffs, Clippers, Thunder, T-Wolves. Look at their 3-point frequency numbers, 17th, 21st, and 20th. Now, all 3 are very efficient 3-point shooting teams, but none of these offenses are very reliant on the 3 ball. These are not 3-point shooting first type offenses. They're going to see the number 1 3-point shooting. I mean, the Celtics are first. No one takes more 3-point shots than the Celtics. So I am definitely a little worried about the Dallas perimeter defense here. On the season, against top 5 3-point shooting offenses in terms of frequency, so against offenses that take a ton of threes, Mavs are 6-8 straight up, 7-7 against the spread. So really not much to go by there. Overall, I'd say I'm definitely worried about the Mavs defense here. No one's been able to stop this Celtics outside shooting. Something else that worries me here for the Mavs, rebounding. Now, Dallas has done a great job on the glass so far in these playoffs. We saw it specifically in that Oklahoma City series. Thunder won the rebounding battle in game 1. From game 2 on, it was all Dallas. They cleaned up on the glass, and as we know, the momentum in that series just shifted when that happened. Dallas also did a pretty good job against Minnesota on the boards, but if you look at the rebound rates from the Mavericks playoff opponents, you can see Boston's going to be their toughest test. And this is Boston that just got Porzingis back in the middle as well. So those games where we saw Dallas winning the battle on the glass, I don't know if that's going to happen against the Celtics. So it's definitely going to be some tough sledding here for Dallas. I will say, though, when you look at the matchup for Dallas offensively, I'm not too worried because look at who they've seen. The Clippers just 16th in defensive rating. But then they saw Oklahoma City, who's 4th, and Minnesota, who's 1st. So yeah, the Boston Celtics defense is elite. They're second in the NBA in defensive rating this season, but they just played the fourth and the first best. And Dallas offense was pretty damn good in that stretch. This is since May 7th, so this is the second and third rounds against Oklahoma City and Minnesota. A 114.8 offensive rating. That's solid. So we saw this Dallas Mavericks offense against two top 5 defenses, and they were able to play fine. And if you're worried about Boston getting their shot blocker back, Porzingis in the middle, look at these ratings here. So these are defensive numbers this year against shots inside of 15 feet. First Minnesota, second Boston, third Oklahoma City. Dallas just beat first. Before that, they beat third. So should we really be worried about Boston? We just saw Dallas beat first and third. I'm not worried about second. They're going to be able to score. And if you look at the Celtics opponents in these playoffs, I mean, what offenses have they seen? They saw the Miami Heat, or the 21st rated offense with no Jimmy Butler in that series. They were all banged up. Then they saw Cleveland, who had an injured or a hobbled Donovan Mitchell, let's say. No Jared Allen, although Jared Allen isn't much of an offensive presence. They're 16th in offensive rating. And then they saw the Pacers. Now, Pacers have a top 3 offense. That's a great offense Boston just saw. What were the scores in those games? They won by 5 in overtime. Then they won by 16. Then they won by 3. Then they won by 3. Not many 6.5-point covers there. And then you add on the fact that Dallas is 34-16 against the number on the road this year. That's the best in the NBA. This has been the most profitable road team to bet in the league this year. So how do we not take the 6.5 with Dallas? Well, this might scare the shit out of you. NBA Finals since 2003. Road dogs in game 1. So Dallas is in Boston catching points. Road dogs in game 1 of the NBA Finals. 3-18 straight up. 4-17 against the spread. Good Lord. That definitely should make you pump the brakes a little bit. Is that enough to scare me off the bet? No. I'm going to take the Mavs, but I'm going to play this one light. I'm going to take Dallas plus 6.5. I'm not going heavy. I'm not taking the money line. I'm just taking the points, hoping they can keep it within the number. I'm sure Boston probably does win this game, but 6.5 is a big number. We just saw Indiana cover this number against the Celtics 3 out of 4 times. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Dallas plus 6.5. As far as the total, I lean towards the under because Boston is definitely a team that likes to slow the pace, but I also think both offenses are going to be able to score efficiently. So we'll put it under up. My pick for the total isn't under. I'm definitely not going to bet it. A lot of the game ones in these playoffs have been slow starting. Coaches are just trying to get a feel for what their opponent's doing, especially in the first half. So I'll lean towards the under. Definitely not going to bet it. I'm going to take Dallas plus the points. Let's go Mavs. Going to make it a light bet. Let's try to get a feel for this matchup, and maybe we'll try to make some real money in game 2 and moving forward. So give me the Mavs. Like I said earlier, live show, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets or top bets from anyone on the staff here, or you want to get in the betting league, okay, the betting league starts Monday. I'll put a clip in explaining it right here. All right, got a quick announcement to make. Pretty excited about this. I've been trying to work it out, the details for it for a while. Was really trying to get it ready for football season, but I think I have it ready to go now. So starting Monday, we're going to have a weekly betting league in the Discord. So Monday through Friday is the quote-unquote regular season. On Monday, you'll be assigned an opponent, and it's you versus that person, 3 bets a person. Whoever has more earnings gets a win. Whoever has less earnings gets a loss. Tuesday, you'll be assigned a new opponent. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so forth and so on. Now, at the end of the week, after Friday, the 4 people that have the best records, obviously tiebreakers would be overall earnings, would break ties. Get to the playoffs, which is on the weekends. Saturday, there's 4 people that make the playoffs. 1 seed versus 4 seed, 2 versus 3. Sunday is the championship. Winner of that week gets $100. Everything resets. New league starts on Monday. So really excited about this. If you're in the Discord, it's free to enter. You know, it doesn't cost anything to enter. But yeah, just want to let everyone know I think I have it ready. So Monday we'll be up and rolling. I haven't thought of a name yet, but I'll think of something fun. So yeah, if you want to get in on that, if you want to join the Discord, or you want top bets from me or anyone on the staff here, head over to KyleKirms.com and sign up for Sauce Network Plus. Yeah, let's have ourselves a nice Thursday here. I'm off to an 1-1 start in MLB, but it looks like it's going to be 1-2. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, I had a winning baseball Wednesday. We'll see. Be sure to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.